Hi, first grade. It's Miss Perry. I'm going to tell you all about day 23 in your packet. I hope that everyone had a fantastic weekend. Before I explain day 23, I want to remind you that your teacher's office hours are from 9:15 to 10:15 and from 1:15 to 2:15. We are starting to do more and more new content that these office hours are going to be super important. Please ask your teacher any questions you might have. I know with some of my friends already, I sit during my office hours and I help them through the harder parts of the packet. All the first grade teachers would love to help. In your packet, under day 23, it says May 1st. We are at May 4th in our month because the packets were not quite ready at Smithfield and people were not able to pick them up as quickly, which is totally okay. It will all be okay at the end. Here is what we're doing in math. We are continuing time. So today you will draw the time on an analog clock by using the hour hand in red and the minute hand in blue and labeling each clock. I did an example. I drew 6 o'clock. My red hand, which is my hour hand, is pointing to the 6 because it is 6 o'clock. My minute hand is pointing to the 12 because there have been no minutes in my hour yet. So that's why it is only 6 o'clock. You're going to use your clocks to show 1, 3, 7, 10, and 12 o'clock in your notebook. Please draw and label each clock. Your teachers would love to see how good at time you are. Please snap them a picture of this and make sure it gets to them. Next in math, you're going to complete your solve and share for day 23. This is on page 6 in your packet. Both of those clocks tell the same time. What time is shown? You're going to tell me how the clocks are the same and how the clocks are different. After you've done that, you're going to move on and you're going to complete your practice problems and your higher order thinking problem. Now, your higher order thinking problem is a little tricky. Really take your time and think about it. Don't get frustrated because I bet your brain has the answer. Your optional math activities. You're going to watch the math video that's linked in the description box and in the dojo message, or you can log into Dreambox or Edgenuity and to continue working for 15 minutes to really strengthen your math skills. Let's make those brains really smart in math. Now, for reading, we're reading a different kind of piece. We're going to be reading or listening to an article. The article is called What's Best? The Debate About Pale Male's Nest. I see lots of text features like headings, captions, and pictures that might help me figure out the questions I might need to answer. Remember, there is a module video for day 23, also linked below and in the dojo message, that will really help with this skill. You're going to think and talk about the 2 different opinions about pale male's nest. Remember, an opinion is something that you think or that someone else is talking about. So my opinion about ice cream would be that my favorite is mint chocolate chip, but that might not be other people's favorite. That's just what I think. That's what my opinion is. It's not what everyone thinks. you're going to write and draw about the two opinions. So there's going to be an opinion from the bird watchers and an opinion from the neighbors. I have provided sentence starters for you to answer those two parts. The first sentence starter is the bird watchers think. Your answer goes where I've highlighted it in blue. The second one is the neighbors in the apartment building think. Again, your part goes in the blue. Please make sure to use your best handwriting and to write in a complete sentence. Word work. Day 23, there is an optional video that you can watch. Again, it's going to be in the description box and in the dojo message. These word work videos are fantastic. Please watch it if it's getting a little confusing about what to do. Super sentences. This is what you're doing for word work. You are going to choose 5 words from the Cycle 20 word list below and use them to write 5 sentences. Here are the words you can pick from: fern, stern, perk, bird, dirt, girl, thirst, burn, curb, fur, chatter, corner, whisper, perform, farmer. Now we're going to talk about sentences first grade. Miss Perry and all the other first grade teachers have been noticing that our first graders aren't showing us big first grade sentences. We're forgetting some things that belong in sentences. We're forgetting how our sentences start and end. So we're going to go over it real quick. You can pause the video here in order to pick 5 words. There are going to be several times you can pause over the next few slides. Now, sentences that the first grade teachers are seeing are what we call a simple sentence. Here's my example. The cat is black. This sentence has 4 words. That's not a strong first grade sentence. We're almost second graders. It is May. So we should be writing a strong sentence. So I went back and thought, how can I add an adjective, describing words, to my sentence to make it sound more interesting? Here's how I changed it. The fluffy, fat, black cat is playing with her toys. So I added 2 more adjectives. I added fluffy and fat. And then I added what the cat was doing. That sentence is so much more interesting. Let me show you on the next slide what we expect. How should my sentence look when I think I am done? Sometimes we think we're done, or we're so excited we finished an activity that we haven't gone back over our work and checked what we really need to fix. So I've kind of helped us out here and made a nice checklist, because I know, like in that picture, we love to write. So the first thing you need to think about and look at all 5 sentences is, do I have capital letters at the beginning of my sentence? If I don't, I should stop and I should fix that. Oh yes, please pause the slide here to use for your sentences. My second thing is, did I use punctuation at the end of my sentence? I'm going to look for if I used a period, or if I used a question mark, or an exclamation mark, depending on what my sentence sounds like. If I did not, please fix it. The next thing are my word list words and sight words spelled correctly? Because we're learning these patterns, and because we know so many sight words now, those should all be spelled correctly. Please go back through your sentences and double check, especially since for our word list words, we copied them off of the list or off of the slide. The next thing is, did I write a strong first grade sentence? Now, we went over that at the slide before. You can always go back to that slide to see what the difference is again between a simple first grade sentence and a strong first grade sentence. I can't wait to read my strong first grade sentences. A good idea when writing a strong first grade sentence is that your sentence has more than 6 words. Finally, did I use my best handwriting? Like, oh my gosh, if I gave this to Miss Perry and mailed it to her house, would she be able to read it? If I think maybe, or I think no, or I don't know how to answer that question, let's try again and try to do even better handwriting. Included in your best handwriting is using finger spaces, because if your words are all squished up together, your teachers can't read that either. I cannot wait to read these fantastic, fabulous, strong first grade sentences. Finally, we have social studies. Our topic is service providers. People rely on service providers every day. Some service providers are paid by the people who hire them, like a dog walker or babysitter. Other service providers are paid by the government through taxes they collect from a community, like firefighters. You're going to draw 6 different services and then write what service they provide. You're writing a sentence. Here's my example. A firefighter puts out fires. Now, this sentence doesn't sound like a strong sentence because I'm just saying what they do. I could always add in, a firefighter puts out fires and rescues people to make it sound better. On the next slide, there are examples of different kinds of service providers you can choose from. I have even included little pictures to remind you what they might do if you just need a visual reminder and not just the word. We have a librarian, a dentist, a cashier, that's someone who checks you out at a store, a vet, a police officer, a teacher, a mail carrier, a doctor, a nurse, a coach, like your baseball coach or your soccer coach or your football coach, a chef, and a farmer. Now, in the dojo link and in the description box, there's an optional enrichment video. I thought it was really cool when I watched it, so you might want to do that if you have time. Specials is last. There are lots of things that you can do in addition to playing outside because it is going to be pretty nice almost all week. I cannot wait to see all of your super hard work. I am so excited that I was able to do your video today. And please don't forget that ask your teacher for anything during their office hours if you need that. Have a fantastic Monday, friends.